This is Sally Mae. Sally Mae always had big dreams of living in a castle. Not just any castle. She wanted a huge castle. That castle needed to have toys and games that she could play with all day. Instead, she lived on a small farm in the middle of a field all by herself, aside from her handy dandy shovel. All day, Sally Mae would dig and dig and dig. She hoped that one day she would uncover a toy or something cool she could play with. One morning after breakfast, Sally Mae went outside. She started digging as usual, and her shovel hit something very hard in the ground. What was that? She tried digging to the left, then digging to the right, but whatever was in that ground just would not budge. She dug for hours. Finally, she decided she needed a break. She decided to get some ice cold Gatorade. I'm going to take a break and drink some yummy Gatorade. After her refreshing Gatorade break, she continued digging and digging. Finally, she was done. She looked down into the deep hole she dug, and guess what she saw? It was a chest. Not just any chest. Will you look at that? It was a cool chest. She quickly tried to open it to see what was inside. Sally Mae pulled and tugged and yanked and pushed, but she could not get that darn thing to open. She decided maybe she'd just have another break. Then she could maybe, hopefully, have enough energy to open that darn chest. So she took another break, Gatorade, of course, for just a few minutes, though. When she was walking back to get her chest from the short break she had, she was so sad. That girl was almost crying. I hate this farm. It's just too much work for little old me. All I do every day is dig, dig, dig by myself. I'm so lonely. I wish I could live in a huge castle and have many toys and games that I could play with all day. Sally Mae began to cry. The tears just slowly flowed down her cheeks. She heard a strange noise. She wiped her tears. Oh, yes, she did. The chest had opened and out popped the magical iguana. With complete disbelief, Sally Mae says, "Who are you?" The magical iguana looked at Sally Mae like she was crazy. What? Who am I? You don't know who I am? I'm the magical iguana. And don't you forget it. I'm sure you've heard stories about me. For centuries, I have helped the farmers that wished all the bugs off their apple trees. All I have to do is shake my green tail, my big green tail to you, Missy, 3 times, and all the bugs are gone. You better believe it. But years ago, I fell into this chest. and everybody forgot about me. I've been in this lonely old chest ever since." The magical iguana stopped talking. He noticed that the little girl was sad and appeared to have been crying. The magical iguana did not want the little girl to know he had heard her wish. Her wish to live in a huge castle and have many toys and games that she could play with all day. No more digging. He was the magical iguana. So, because of that, he could shake his big green tail 3 times and grant wishes. So, Mr. Magical, he says, "Everything is going to be all right." The magical iguana assured Sally Mae that when she wakes up in the morning, everything would be just as she wanted it. That she'd feel much better because she would have everything she could ever ask for. That being said, Sally Mae runs into the magical iguana and gives him the biggest hug ever. "Thank you so much, iguana. You are magical." As she runs to her little farmhouse, when she gets to the door, she runs to the sink and brushes her teeth, throws off her socks, jumps into her bed. When Sally wakes up, she can't believe her eyes. Her room was filled with all these fun things, more than she could ever imagine. She had baby dolls and a fancy chest bursting open with tons of toys, board games, painting games, drawing games, even coloring games with beads and music and dancing. Ooh, knitting games, games. You name it, she had it. This girl, she was really happy. Sally Mae played and played until she realized after playing the knitting game, there was nothing to wear her freshly knit scarf. And after the painting game, there was nobody to give her picture to. After the dancing, she realized there was nobody to dance with. After playing with her baby dolls, there was nobody to play sister. Sally began to cry all over again. This time it was worse than the first time. Now I have nobody to play with me. Sally Mae made so much noise, it woke the iguana. "Are you okay? I thought since you have everything you ever wanted, you would be so happy. I mean, that is what you wish for, isn't it, Sally Mae?" "I do have everything I wish for, but something is missing. I'm not happy at all." Sally Mae had everything that she wished for, just like Mr. Magical Iguana said, but she still wasn't happy. That just shows you. When she was making her wish, she should have asked for someone to play with. But you never know. So you should remember, be careful what you wish for and never really wish for more than you need. Just get what you get and be happy. Poor Sally. That was a lesson that she really was not ready to learn. Bye, Mr. Iguana. Goodbye, Sally. We're going to miss you.